This build is so weird, you will think I'm trolling. You will need the auto shotgun for close, Enforcer AR for long range, and instead of playing an SMG or AR, we will use a sniper rifle for close to mid range. Yes, the sniper rifle won't be our ranged weapon for this one. I'll explain everything in a moment. Guys, prepare for a wild take. This is not a build anyone else plays, but I literally think it's the best build to play in chapter 5. I come from a different BR, where I was rank 1 EU for years, now made the switch to Fortnite and spent the whole chapter so far analyzing every single weapon in-game on my quest to become the best together with you guys. 3 days ago we got the new Enforcer AR, and naturally I made an in-depth guide for it right away. Go watch if you haven't already. I analyzed the base weapon, possible loadouts, attachments, strategy, game plan, everything. And by playing around with it, I also found this build I'm about to share. So first I'll talk you over the loadout including attachments for every weapon, then explain strategy and explain why this is so good. So first, let's talk about the shotgun. We will use the auto shotgun over the pump. I am just not a big pump believer this season. But keep in mind, I only play 0 build. In my opinion, the DPS is way too low and there really isn't a good hipfire SMG option this season. I actually heard someone say they have success hipfiring the Nemesis AR, which is really interesting. But the auto shotgun is just super consistent. It has insane DPS, so I would 100% recommend this. Maybe my opinion is gonna change next week because as promised, I will finally do the pump shotgun analysis. I promise you guys before the Enforcer AR drop. But of course, we'll always do the new weapon content first when a new weapon actually comes out. So attachments. You want either the red eye or nose sight because switching into first person can feel weird on the shotgun in my opinion. The speed mag over the drum mag because both mags will be enough for one fight and speed mag really helps with third party situations. And also you don't accidentally not reload, which happened too often to me to be honest. Muzzle brake. I'm not sure if this does anything since we'll be mostly be hip firing, doing jump shots, slide shots, running around a lot, and yeah, rarely ADS. Some people do that way too much. I think you can use it to open a fight on an enemy that hasn't seen you, or when you only have very few bullets left and need to 100% hit the most damage you can with every bullet. Extra for that, don't only aim for the head. Make sure you get as many bullets as possible on the enemy, and when you're too far away and only aim for the head, half the bullets are gonna go above the head. This is not good. And most importantly, use the laser for reduced hipfire spread, as of course, we will mainly use hip fire on the shorty. Bonus, I will still take a Mythic Frenzy shorty over a legendary with perfect attachments because DPS is too important. Perhaps actually not if my modded one is legendary because there's only 7.5 more DPS on the rarity upgrade, and the Mythic comes with a red eye, drum mag, vertical grip, and muzzle brake. And yeah, as I said before, we do not want the drum mag or the vertical grip. Second, our close to mid-range sniper. This is what we will use over the pistol or Thunderburst or Striker for this build. We'll go into detail why exactly we do this in the second part of the video where I explain strategy. But let's cover the attachments. We will use a red eye sight because again, we're gonna use this in close and mid range. You can go for the hollow if you like it, but I highly recommend the red eye because we will use it literally to peek even close range. I don't really recommend nose sight. It feels awkward to me, but if you like that, give it a shot for sure as well. Angle foregrip is a must to get fast IDS. But again, we use it close to mid range. Every moment counts here. We're not in a long range situation where you can peek after DSing and reset comfortably. You better have that extra time for actual aiming. In a brief moment, we do have. The vertical is useless even for long range because the fire rate of the sniper rifle is so slow that it fully resets by default between every shot regardless. Drum mag will be the last attachment. We will not be going for the muzzle brake or suppressor. It is insanely good to have these 2 bonus bullets. You don't have to reload and still have plenty of chances to hit a snipe in close range. Again, more in detail in the strategy section of the video. It will come to right after talking about the Enforcer AR now. So yeah, last weapon will be the Enforcer AR that we will turn into a long-range DMR/sniper. I talked about that super in depth in my last video, but still I'll briefly summarize. Don't wanna repeat myself too much and bore you guys. So 4 times scope of course since we use it for long range. 2 times works as well, but 4 times is better. Just trust me bro. TSK moment. We'll use the vertical grip plus muzzle brake combo for highest possible accuracy since we will spam it on long range. ADS time doesn't matter as much here. You will also get the drum mag. It feels like you can go literally infinite with this. It is probably the most broken aspect of the weapon. It literally has as many bullets as a Striker AR. And yeah, we're gonna be playing it as like a DMR type of weapon, you know? These usually come with like 10 bullets a mag. Briefly, the rest of the loadout. I really like Flowberry Fist, the new shielding item. Comes really nicely with medallions. It is basically 2 big shields, but you can use it exactly how you want. For example, you're only missing 15 health. shots. I mean shield. Of course, you can just use 15 and you still have 85% left on it, which is really nice. The jump effect is also really good with the auto shotgun. Honestly, don't sleep on it. The other items, of course, are big shields or blue fish or medkits if you have at least, I want to say, 3 medallions. But I think going with shield is better. Bunkers are good, but movement is, of course, better. Go for shockwave nades if you can get enough. Grapple blade for consistency. Another little thing, cars. They are super important this season as portable cover. Make sure you have one in late game. I don't know if this really belongs into loader tier or strategy, but get a car regardless, guys. Okay, second part of the video, strategy. I already explained the choice for the auto shotgun. What you guys are probably most interested in is these two questions. First, why the Enforcer AR over the sniper on long range? And second, why the sniper rifle over ARs or SMGs on close to mid range? First question was the main point of my in-depth Enforcer AR guide. So again, very briefly here, the Enforcer AR is more consistent than the sniper rifle. Yes, you can one-shot someone potentially, but you can also miss. There will be situations where you hit the headshot, of course, but most of the time you will snipe somebody to the chest and push with a shockwave grenade to finish the fight. And if you play this way, which many people do, you will deal roughly 110 to 120 damage before pushing. You will, however, do more damage with the Enforcer AR every time in this situation. And it gets even more obvious when the other option happens. You miss the snipe. Now the enemy's in cover and can do whatever they want. What happens if you miss the Enforcer? You shoot again and will most likely hit a few shots. Again, getting another advantage over the sniper player. If you keep missing, you probably need to practice some aim. Just don't go into peak fights against snipers. That's important. And yeah, second question, why the sniper over ARs/SMGs? You use your mid-range weapon in a way more stressful situation. Normally, the enemy will know about you at this point. This is actually where burst damage matters way more than in long range, as you can't just reset if you're already easily in shockwave grenade range or even below that. If you only briefly peek for a snipe, the chances of you doing more damage to the enemy than they do to you drastically increases. It's also super easy to hit with detachments I talked about earlier. On top, this way, you also have the chance to one-shot the enemy in your build. Another thing I want to say about the auto shotgun is, first, if you can, drop Lavish Lair and get the Mythic every game. But most importantly, please do not go for these coin flip 250 shield versus 250 shields, or HP rather, fights. Get an advantage first before you push. Even if you win this fight, which is again a coin flip, your chances of survival against a third party are super low, since unless you play against literal bots, everyone will do a really good amount of damage to you. Also, it just doesn't seem like a good strat to constantly win, to have a literal coin flip situation every game. Some people, I don't know why, really always go for this. Please do not be one of them. Hit them with your Enforcer AR or your sniper first before you go into these shotgun death matches. And the most important thing is actually, guys, that you subscribe to the channel. I'm still a super small channel. I would like to change that, of course. But guys, thanks for all the support the last 2 weeks. Since I started doing my guides, my channel has been blowing up. I'm super grateful to you guys. And at the moment, we're at the edge of hitting 1K subs, which is still unreal to me because last week we were at 500. And yeah, I really hope you try this guide. It's super fun. Please let me know what you think about this. I'd really love to hear some feedback since I literally have not seen a single person play this build. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the pump shotgun analysis I promised you a week ago. I'm really looking forward to getting into this weapon. I have been neglecting it this season so far. I'll try everything. I'll go super in depth and I'll see you guys there. Easy game, guys. Easy win. Let's go.